Hey everybody. Oh look, I said I was going to do it. It's on the front of the bike. I am now 100% legal. Sorry if I sound slightly different today. I don't know if I'm going to. I've cracked the scarf out because today is 2 degrees. What's that? 34 in American speak. And it's alright actually. It's not that cold, but it is on the neck. The neck is where it's all getting to. I just want to mention thank you to all the people on my Facebook. We are very close to 5,000 likes on there now, which is awesome. Jesus, I remember when I was happy to get 5,000 subs. It's very difficult to get people to cross over to Facebook. So thank you, few people. Okay, but what I actually want to talk about is lift or elevator etiquette. You know, when we talk between ourselves, between different countries, we're very interested in the differences and the similarities. Well, I'm going to tell you how it is in the UK. There's this unwritten book of rules that I think exists. As I say, no one's really talked about it, but I think they all stand there. Okay, so the lift rules, the do's and don'ts. Do, and if you're English this is, do go to the button, press the button, get in the lift. If anyone else gets in the lift, unfortunate for you, because you're always hoping that they fucking don't, although you will open the door, keep it open just to be like, no worries, why won't you fucking slower? Because people are massively uncomfortable in confined spaces with strangers. So what happens then? Well, then we get the placement of people. You have to stand in the lift as far away from the other person as you physically can without it seeming odd. There's this defined distance. It's like, I could go just a little bit further, but I'm not, to show that I'm not afraid of you. Like being backed into a corner. But equally, I am not going to stand anywhere fucking near you. I shall not smile. I shall not talk to you. Then we're not allowed to talk in lifts. It's against the rules. Do get your phone out and look like you're doing something, even though you've got no fucking signal in the lift. But do get your phone out and just look like you're doing something for a second. You'll know if those people in the lift with you are doing that, because they'll put their phone back in their pocket the second they walk out of the lift. Obviously, farting in lifts is a common joke, but the obvious answer to this one is just whoever's in there, everyone blames everyone else, and that way everyone can be disgusted by this act, but only one person secretly knows it was them. You know, sometimes I'll be in a lift with someone and they look freaking terrified. And I can kind of understand why. I mean, for the first glance I might look like a big biker dude, long hair, beard, fucking 6'4", you know, all dressed in black. I can look like the devil incarnate. But what I tend to do in these sort of social situations, as well as when I'm just walking around in shops and stuff, is I smile at people. It really throws them. It's like, huh? Someone just smiled at me. Just a simple little smile, and they instantly are like, ah, he's alright. He's not going to murder me. Come and find all my family and cook and eat them. Because 2 seconds ago I thought he was. Oh, of course, that's the other one. If you go into a lift and you like press the ground floor button, and then the next person gets in, they also, even though the light is on around the button that says ground, you know, and I've only pressed it like 0.3 of a second ago, you know, it's just about to say, doors closing, you know, they have to go and press the button. You have to do it. It's like, no, I want to go to the ground floor too, so I'm going to go and press that. I don't want to seem like you've done anything for me. I go in this lift by myself. I use my own legs. I'm going to push the fucking button too, even if I don't need to. I might push it 2 or 3 times, you know, just to make up for it. Make it look like I've helped you down. Okay, that might be a little bit far-fetched, but you know what I'm saying here. There are these unwritten rules. But there's a couple of things that really surprise me, even though that we have all these rules. Why isn't there a rule about, if you're on the outside of a lift, you don't stand right in front of the fucking door? You know, because you'll be in the lift, you get to your floor, the door opens, and there's like 10 people stood right in the way, and there's no physical way that you can actually get out unless they move out of the way. And that's one thing if you're just one guy in a lift. If you're an entire group of people, then it's like, well, there's no chance anyone's going to get in. It's not like everyone can pile in and you can get out. It's not going to happen. But you know that when you get to that floor, if it's a reasonably busy day, all the people are going to be stood with their noses touching the fucking door. You know, if you're in a supermarket, they've got a trolley, they start trying to push the trolley in as you're walking out, and you're just like, Jesus, just a little bit of space, please. I mean, okay, I'm a big chap, you know, I take up a lot of room, so like, you're not going to get a trolley through that door while I'm trying to get through it, and so I like squeeze sideways and then piss off. Just give me a second to get off the lift. The other one that I think should be a rule, and this doesn't happen very often because you obviously don't get too many people wanting to get in a lift at the same time, but if you're in a really busy situation, you know, it's Christmas maybe, you know, and it's absolutely jam-packed, why isn't there the rule which is, if there isn't any space left, just fucking wait for the next lift, or, you know, not the next lift, for the lift to come back down. But people are like, no, fuck physics, you know, fuck mass fitting into a volume. We're going to try and compress incompressible matter here. Come on, compress your skull into the corner. It's these little human interactions I do really love. They make me laugh a lot. And I'd be interested to know, is it like that in America? Do people not talk to each other in lifts? Or elevators, should I say? Oh dear, I'm going to expand this slightly into, you know, the moving walkways you get. It's like an escalator without stairs, you know, and you put your trolley on it. Your cart, if you're American, and it gets stuck to the ground by magnets, you know, so no one can walk it up further. Well, what I do is I just pick the fucking trolley up and keep walking up with it. But there should be a rule that if you're on one of these walkways and you're on foot, you do not stop walking. You walk as far forward as you possibly can to that person with the trolley without invading their, you know, their personal comfort zone where you both feel like you're close enough but further enough apart, you know. It's the same fucking shit. But no, you get these people who walk a few steps on and then just stand there. And no offence, they tend to be fat, so they take up a bit more width, or maybe they just have lots of bags, should we say. A really skinny person with loads of bags. They're filling up the whole space. Yeah, how is it for you in your country? Is it any different? I mean, as I say, I try and break the norm a little bit. I'll give someone a little smile. Might even say hello, although the couple of times I have tried that, they've ended up looking at me like a fucking serial murderer. But it's these things that really do interest me. It's not the big human things. It's the small interactions, the small everyday interactions with these unwritten rules. It just makes me crack up. Anyway, I'll catch you next time.
You can't just use any
the old man that I passed about 6 years ago has just caught up with me. Englishmen do not complain, but they do change their minds. Fuck this.
This isn't an ideal method, but it's my preferred method.